Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. It's a rough day for me today, everybody. Rough day because I had a rough night. Didn't sleep. Well, I did, just not a lot or well. So today we're going to keep it chill. We're going to prune some tomato plants. I've got my lights turned down, my giant coffee cup, caffeine queen, and just getting extra caffeinated today, guys. It is necessary. It's been a busy week, the last week. I know the week has just begun, but we got a lot done last week, and there's just only more work to be done. Lots of stuff going to be happening. We've got some new seeds started. We've got new growth happening in the buckets, so a lot of good stuff growing on, a lot of new stuff happening in the grow tent, and all of which I'm very excited about. So gonna try to keep the energy and the vibes high today, you guys, even though I'm tired. I am rocking my GH hoodie. Shout out to GH for sending this over. It's a pretty cool looking sweater. I love it. Nice and cozy. It is cold out today in Ontario / Toronto. Fall is upon us, which is why I'm starting to kind of think about, you know, what does the winter look like for the grow tent and what are the plans? So lots to consider and lots to do. So today's going to be more of a cleanup and maintaining things because I've been so focused on the grow towers and, you know, cleaning out the herbs from the yellow grow tower and putting everything back together and trying to get, you know, my nutrients back on track in my buckets. And so yeah, there's just a lot to work on. So we are going to get started. I am going to grab a vessel to mix my nutrients in because I got to get in some nutrients into the bucket. So I'll be right back. I am just going to mix up some nutrients first and then we will get started. But happy Monday, start of a new week. Let's make it a good one. I also opted for an iced coffee today. All right. So I've added in CalMag already, so right now we're just going to focus on the bloom for both of the buckets. I'm going to be adding in 2.5 mils per liter for the first bucket system and 2 mils per liter for the second system. What's up, Ryan? Good morning. Happy Monday. Just mixing up some nutrients. So yeah, I was so tired this morning. Last night I was sleeping and the fire alarm battery was low battery, and that woke me up. And then my dog got sick. So It was kind of a sleepless night. I'm feeling so tired today. But we're going to keep the vibes high. We're going to get some stuff done. It's going to be a productive day. The tomato plants are out of control, so today we're going to be focusing on pruning them. Get everything cleaned up. It's also going to help us reduce the humidity in the grow tent and just reduce any risk of like powdery mildew or whatever is possible, you know. What's up, Main Dad? Good morning. Happy Monday, everybody. My Monday morning is starting off with a nutrients mixing workout. Just kidding. The bottle is like half empty now, so it's not that bad. What up, Dead Squad? Good morning. Happy Monday, everybody. How was everyone's weekend? I hope you guys all had a great weekend. Thanks for hanging out with me if you did. Yeah, it was, I didn't really do much this weekend other than tent stuff as per usual. So, nothing really new, just getting this in order, getting seeds started, and just planning. So now I got to put my focus back in maintaining my plants. So that is the most important. I had a very rainy weekend, but it was great otherwise. Awesome, Death. We're going to actually be trying out the new nutrients, by the way, the Flora series. I might try it with one of my new towers. So what do you guys think? Should I wait till I try it in a bucket system on a new run? Or should I use it in the grow towers? All right. So I'm going to add in my bloom to the first bucket system, and then we'll move on to the second one. And then we got a lot of pruning to do, you guys. And I got a lot of coffee to drink. I got an iced coffee today. Hopefully it'll help me stay awake. It'll probably be one of many. Well, it's actually my second coffee already, but take you over to the buckets. I think try a tower. Curious what others think. Yes. All right. Well, we could try a tower. I just wonder. I guess I have to get that third part before implement because I've only got the two parts right now. The micro and the grow or something. But yeah, it'll be good. Do you have a list of the equipment using? Yes, 3 grow towers and 2 bucket systems. There's my list, 5 systems. What up, Hasholio? Yes, that's what I'm seeing, the micro. So yeah, I gotta get the third part, and then we try it out. And then we could try it out. What up, Ray? Good morning or good afternoon. Honestly, it feels like the morning. I'm barely awake, you guys. Barely awake. This morning was 12 degrees Celsius. Wow. I mean, I'm pretty sure I've already had a frost. My outdoor garden is brutal. It looks horrible. And I also have powdery mildew growing now. I really haven't done anything to maintain the outdoor. So whatever, we're end of year. But this time last year, it was still warm out. It was beautiful out. I was still getting like an abundance of flowers in the outdoor garden, but now not so much. So yeah, we're just gonna finish this up, and then we got pruning to do, you guys. overflowed. Oh, I did that yesterday. I don't know if I told you guys. I was putting CalMag, and sometimes I'm stupid and I pour right from the bottle into the measuring spoon over the reservoir, which is like the dumbest thing you could do. But I did it, and I was like, just don't F it up. And I did, and I spilled a bunch of CalMag into my res. So I had to add so much water. Did I change my clothes or take a shower before you got from outdoor to indoor garden? I wasn't even out in my outdoor today. I'm just saying that I have issues, but always, like if I'm in the outdoor garden, it's a full shower, wash the hair, change the clothes. It's a whole thing because you can bring powdery mildew spores into the home. So you got to be extremely careful. Ain't no cross-contamination happening here if I can help it, you guys. The PTSD is real, which is why we're pruning today. Oh man, death. RIP to 2025, summer 2025. My tomatoes and peppers are done producing, yeah. So you'll have last nice harvest, and this is what I put my iced coffee in because I could stick a straw in it, and I like my iced coffee with a straw. Friends know how much I love coffee, so they got me this to-go coffee travel mug. And funny enough, it's from Starbucks. We were just talking about what off Starbucks is. But I'm still representing, so guess that makes me a hypocrite. Just kidding. All right, I'm just gonna dump this in and then we can get started with the tent turf. Oh my gosh, my basil plant smells so strong. I gotta give you guys an update too on the green tower. It's doing so well. I really thought I was gonna shock my plant, and I didn't. So I'm really, really happy because we whole root rinse, and I really wasn't sure how the plants were gonna do. Good morning, Pro Pyro. What's up? Or I should say good evening to you. Happy Monday. Hope everyone's having a great day so far. We're gonna kick this week off with good old tent cleaning and pruning. Did you mix all of your nutrients in a mason jar and dump them in one at a time? Yes, but just the bloom. I'm just adding in bloom, nothing else. So I just put in bloom with water and mixed it in with more water in the res. I know it's probably not the ideal way of mixing nutrients, but I'll just do the best I can. I just use the mason jar to like be able to make sure everything's properly dissolved in water before adding it to my reservoir. And I also should be adding in my high clean too, but I'm gonna check the pH first in a little bit, and then if it's all right, then I'll add in my high clean. If not, I'll have to add in some more nutrients. All right, so tent tour first. So I don't know what happened. I don't know if I ran out of water, but one of my strawberry cones was looking a little wilted. It may or may not be bouncing back, but I will show you guys what is new. So for starters, we've got a lot of new seedlings. So we're gonna have to uncover these and introduce some oxygen now because they seem all sprouted. So I'm gonna actually take the dome off maybe just for now, and then we'll bring out a tray and segregate the ones that have sprouted from the ones that haven't, so that those that haven't are still, you know, in the sponge. And then same with these, we'll pull out the sprouted ones, and we'll just have to introduce some oxygen. But yeah, we've got some seeds on the way, or slings on the way. What up, Bernie? Good morning. Good morning, everybody. I was just saying, running on fumes, guys, which is why I got an extra large iced coffee. While I was sleeping, her alarm was low battery, and it woke me up out of bed, and then my dog got sick. So it was just like a crazy night. Not a lot of sleep, pretty freaking tired, but let's freaking go. Good morning, Mia Lifestyle. So good to see you. Happy Monday. Yeah, the orange tower, of course, is empty, but these will be, the orange tower will be the future home of these little guys. And then we've got our yellow tower, Bumblebee. We cleaned her up on Friday, put her back together on Sunday or Saturday, and she's looking so clean. Segregation, are you going to make some of them sit in the back of the system? LOL. No, I'm gonna put them in a separate tray, but good one, Hasholio. LOL. No, the ones that have sprouted, I'm just gonna treat them differently than the seeds that are still germinating, you know? My problem is I'm guilty of anything that's sprouted stays with the unsprouted seeds, and then they just get all taken care of the same way, and then either the seeds don't germinate or the sprouted ones die. So green tower is doing really, really well. I'm harvesting parsley every day. Mustard leaf is already growing back, and basil is looking beautiful. We got a lot of it, and the sage plant is popping. So on in terms of the buckets, look at the tomatoes, you guys. They are insane. Lots of vegetation, lots of flowering. So we're gonna do our best to kind of clip these back, prune them, and create more space for the pepper plants to get light, you know, because we got a freaking jungle happening here. So we're gonna try to take care of a few things today. We're gonna go through the peppers, pick up anything we can, prune the tomatoes, clean things up. And tomorrow we're gonna focus on picking peppers because we want to do some kind of hot sauce this week. So maybe tomorrow will be the Chinese 5-color pepper harvest. So stay tuned for that, you guys. We'll see. I'll keep you posted. But yeah, so as for the bell peppers, we got a lot of new growth. You guys saw yesterday when I showed you, so no crazy changes since yesterday. Still trying to get the nutrients up and increased because you can see there's some kind of deficiency happening. But here we've got a ripening bell pepper, and we've got a bunch of baits here. Looking good. Look how cool that one is. You guys have already seen it before if you've been following along. And yeah, a lot of good stuff happening. And then poblano peppers, we got a bunch now growing back after having that big harvest. But the plant is doing really well. These plants are still alive after the root rinse, but they're still stunted. If you do hot sauce, recommended a fermented hot sauce. What's the difference? Propyra, great question. I have no idea. I think a regular hot sauce is just pureed peppers mixed with different stuff. And a fermented hot sauce is when you actually let the peppers kind of decompose and ferment with some kind of like acid or alcohol. Am I right, Palmetto? Good morning, by the way. Anyways, we've got our first habanero pepper. So yeah, I gave these plants a root rinse. They were completely shucked, but they're still green, so we're gonna be patient with them. Got a lot of flowering happening on the tomato plants, and just showed you guys the Chinese 5 colors. And watermelon, it's tough to tell if it's growing now just because it's hidden in its sling. But go check out the short that I posted, you guys. You can see my Halloween costume that I made a couple years ago. My SpongeBob Halloween costume. The dahlias, we're gonna have a bloom any freaking day now. The petals are actually starting to open. So that's gonna be very cool. I don't know what color it's gonna be. I have a feeling it's going to be pink. That looks like it's gonna be pink, which makes me very happy. The melon jockstrap, yes. Or as Ogo Andrew calls it, the nut sack. Or the nut sling. Oh my god. Sorry. Anyways, oh my god. So, you guys, like, sometimes I say, and I'm very tired today, I say the stupidest shit. Oh man, that was funny. I need a sip of coffee for that. You guys, I'm not even intoxicated. This is just all tired talking. Only plan to win, LOL. You guys are so funny. Anyways, so yeah, we got some blooms happening. I think it's gonna be pink, so I'm very excited about that. The pack is a variety pack with tons of different stuff, but the variety is called Can Girls by Florette Flower. So I'm very, very excited about this variety. Also, another indicator that it's gonna be pink are the stems. It's got that, anocyathins. I keep forgetting the name, but something that makes it purple. And then we've got our strawberries, which are doing well. I might have to taste again just to see if we're getting a better product yet, since we've adjusted the water and the nutrients. And then we'll check our cones in a little bit to see how they're doing. But the plant itself is just huge, and it's in great shape. Great shape. I don't know if you guys remember when it first started out. And then there's our clones, which we're gonna keep an eye on. They're not doing too great today. I used to be a huge pepperhead. What does that mean? You like spice, or you just like peppers? You got something, LOL. What? Oh, because the Fresh Princess Comedy Hour, LMAO. That's the Fresh Princess is tired and just says things she probably shouldn't. I gotta water these clones here, or these cuttings. I'm just gonna get my spray bottle. I was eating Carolina Reapers raw. Wow, you are insane. That's crazy. Wow. So these are celosia flowers. I just took cuttings because I broke the plant. And so I'm just trying to get it to root. You guys, I know I have shown you this tomato plant a million freaking times, but look at 1,000,001. Can we talk about this clustering? I have never had a tomato plant with clusters like this. What the heck is this? Like, and look at all these flowers on one plant. These plants are much better producers than the 10 tomato plants I have combined. And this is just one plant right here. And then the other one's right next to it. But it's crazy. What's up, MK? Good morning or good afternoon. So glad you made it. So glad you guys are all here. Always a good time when I'm hanging out with you guys. So yeah, this is the second tomato plant. It's doing well, just not as well as the first one. But again, look at all those clusters. So I might prune a little bit of her today, or both. But I just cannot get over how gorgeous she looked. I can't get over this. I just never want to harvest this. It's so beautiful. How many tomatoes do you guys think that is? I don't know. Looks like almost 30 tomatoes, if I had to guess. And then move down the line. I've got the eggplant now are so freaking big. They're being shadowed by the tomatoes. So we're going to have to prune some of these too. And still no flowering, but the leaves are insane. And yeah, they're just massive. Look at the size of that. Huge. These plants are going to get huge, 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 you guys. They look like they're gonna start to flower soon. Even the little baby is finally growing. And then the peppers are just pop in. Look at this. Look at the size of these flowers too. Yeah, the peppers are just gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Everything's doing so well. I'm very happy. Got some peppers growing. So yeah, that is what is new in the buckets. Very, very exciting. We're talking about the same kid that was jumping. Wait, let me catch up here. 20-something me and 40-something me are completely different people. We're talking about the same kid that was jumping out of airplanes and volunteering to drive on roads with bombs. Wow, hot peppers were the least crazy thing I was doing. Wow, red berets, ProPyro. That is very, very cool. And very cool, Palmetto. Sounds like a totally different life. I mean, my life is different. I just didn't go from crazy shit like that to not so crazy shit. All right. I'm gonna just get something to put the waste in, and we are going to get a pruning. So this is what we're gonna be pruning today. We're gonna take down the height so that everything's kind of under the lights. We're gonna go around the other side, defoliate, find clips if we can to try to just nestle everything against the trellis and make sure no other plants are in each other's way. I don't risk or take life anymore. I'm about creating and maintaining it now, like growing plants, animals, and people. Sounds a great way to continue living your life, Palmetto. That's what it's all about. I'm not a big risk taker. I guess it depends. I did some really like stupid shit when I was younger, but nothing like the red bays. Yeah, like I've never been skydiving or anything like that. I think the craziest thing I did, it wasn't even crazy. I don't know, I really didn't do that much crazy stuff. Went on the CN Tower, you know, they have it's called the edge walk, where you put the harness on and you're literally like on the outside of the CN Tower on the roof. Like, I don't know how many feet it was. Was it like 30,000 feet? No, that's when you're in a plane, I think. Anyways, it was really freaking high up, and you're static, you're not moving. So that was an experience, but I've never done anything like, I haven't lived that crazy of a life, you guys. People still think I'm crazy for having 7 children. Guess I just went from one extreme to another. Now you can get your children to be crazy on your behalf. They can do their thing and then settle down later. I'm the only female in my family who retired from the military. My 5 brothers retired from the military. Wow, that's very impressive, MK. Very serious stuff. Takes a lot of guts for that. Absolutely. That is a whole, you've got to have like, forget about the guts. You just have to have a very strong character, and you have to have the thick skin for something like that. That's no walk in the park, and here I am comparing it to going on the CN Tower. I'm like, man, that's because I haven't done anything crazy. That's the I took, and it wasn't even a risk. Takes a little stupidity too, LOL. Doesn't everything though, right? Everything that's crazy that we can live to talk about involves like a stupid decision. You know what I mean? But yeah, that is an inspiration, Palmetto. ProPyro's right. So no, I'm not American. Thank you guys all for your service. Or European, because I know ProPyro, you're in the Netherlands. Unfortunately, the military USA is not the same as it was when I was in. Everyone says that, and it's always true. I don't know how it's different. I don't know too much about the military, so but you know what? I think that's like with everything else. Things just aren't what they used to be. All right, so we're gonna chop and talk. Hey, I'm currently being transported. Oh, wow. All right. Well, Matt, thank you so much for being here. And I hope you're okay. And thanks for tuning in. We will send you some positive vibes. Wow. One of my best buddies went to the Marines fresh out of school, and he was forever changed. U.S. military is brutal, especially the Marines. Wow. Sounds tough. The orange dictators in charge, yeah. It's the generation gap. Yep. I had the same experience in that sense. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. What's up, Wafiz? Good morning or good afternoon. We were close, and I haven't talked to him anymore because he gets sad. Yeah, I know a lot of people where that, you know, it affects your whole life because the PTSD is a real thing. And it's very difficult to lead a relaxed and settled down life after, you know, everything you've been through when it comes to being in the military. When the technology gets better, the soldier gets softer. Interesting. Oh, you guys never have to apologize. You're never ever hijacked a live stream. I love talking about this stuff, so I appreciate it. Don't ever apologize. Good times make people soft. Hard times make hardest people. I love that, Pro Pyro. That is amazing. That is amazing. I love that saying. Building fences today. Well, happy building to you, Bowtie. Happy Monday. Thanks for stopping by. Wow, that's tough, Death. You should give him some weed. Maybe it'll help. The witnesses told me I flew like 50 feet. Wow, where are you located? Are you located in the city? Are you in Canada? Are you in the States? That's crazy. Wow. All right, guys, I'm gonna start a little pruning here. Weed helped me, not gonna lie. I'm sure, you know, people suffer from all kinds of different things, right? But when you have PTSD or depression, I've heard that cannabis or even shrooms, like microdosing shrooms, can be really good for people that were in the military. Yes, I hear you, Palmetto. Right there with you. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Picking up what you're putting down. So you guys, I am just taking down the height first. And you know how fun that is for me, being that I am 5 feet tall. I'm going to have to fix my buckets. I can hear the nozzles aren't spraying properly. Can't stand myself without it. Can't stand myself either way. I just care less with it. Medicinal use is not for turning it off, it's for having it less. Zombification is overpowered. I guess you gotta figure out what works for you, right? I guess it's different for everybody. I dug up 2 palm trees down the road. Someone's taking a break before starting another one of those posts. Damn, sounds like a lot of work, Bowtie. Good luck. I'm from Europe, the Balkans to be exact. I got up to... Wow, that's a lot. That's very fast, but that sounds like a thrill. I hope you're okay. Sending you positivity. And Pro Pyro says balance ego is not. Absolutely, absolutely. PTSD is supposed to be temporary, but they don't get paid as much for pills if it's seen as temporary. Absolutely. That's why things like starting a garden or other things can be very therapeutic to help work through something like that. You know, the medicine and the way people treat you, just extend it. Yes, exactly. That's just the way the world works, right? Everyone gets a kickback for something, so you got to be careful who you're listening to and, you know, who's trying to sell you things. But I'm glad you found a way to cope. You need to build a mini round, LOL. I've been working on my fence for 16 months now. The end is, wow, maybe next week if it's not too much cement. That sounds like a lot of work. I'm wishing you all the luck and all the productivity. I'm worried about the bike, LOL. I only found a plate holder before I collapsed. Oh my, well, as long as you're okay, bikes and material things can always be replaced one way or another. Nothing like a good iced coffee. It's a huge fence. Never done a project this big. Wow. And what are you building the fence for, bow tie? Is it just to keep animals out, people out? What's it for? The adrenaline rushes. I can imagine. I mean, I've been a passenger on a motorcycle many, many times, and what a rush. I think I'm a little too clumsy to be in charge of driving one or operating one or riding one, whatever you want to call it. But, man, I just remember being on the back of a bike thinking, like, might die today, might not. Palmetto, it feels like the adrenaline isn't worth it until you're on the bike. You're like, this is so much fun. I got a need for speed, you guys. So when I drive, I drive like I'm at the Formula One. I got a need for speed. Yes, it will be expensive, that's for sure. At least I know before it rains. Jumping from a plane is the same rush. Now I'm 40 and I have constant knee and back pain. I've never jumped from a plane, but when I did the edge walk on the sea tower, I had gone with a group of people that had just gone skydiving, and they actually said that the sea and tower, like rooftop walk, was scarier than skydiving because you're static and you can't, like you're not moving. You have to take it all in that you're literally on the edge of this crazy tower. So, but that was adrenaline in a different way. It wasn't the same. But I'm sure skydiving is like a crazy rush. At least I know before it rains now. Yeah, me too. I've got a knee injury that I've been dealing with for several years now. And when the weather is more humid, I can definitely feel more of a pain. It is a privacy fence around the house on Bayfront here in the panhandle of Florida. Beautiful. Sounds incredible. The place is huge. Okay, I just got a weird text from spam, and it says, "Are you working today? Remember to drink a glass of warm water." What? Turning 60 in 2 months. Happy early birthday, Bowtie. That's a big one. My neck and foot and whatever they wrapped in bandages will heal by itself, but for a bike I gotta pay. I do not that. Yes, I hear that, but you know what? At least you're okay. That's the most important part. Death says the craziest thing I've done is zip lining 300 to 400 feet in the air. Oh my god, I think I've done that too, like on vacation. What else did I do? I feel like I've done some crazy shit. Yes, the CN Towers in Toronto. No, this was like new. I think it came out in like, when, it's not new anymore, but at the time it had just opened. And yeah, I remember it had just opened, and I somehow, I went with a friend, and I didn't know that we were going. And he was just like, oh, by the way, I've got tickets thing. That's why we're heading up to the top right now. And I just couldn't back. It was too late. I couldn't back out. And yeah, just had to get harnessed up and around the CN Tower outside. It was insane, you guys. And I freak out with heights. Like, I'm that girl on a roller coaster that will make you go deaf because I'm just freak F out. So Google says the Edge Walk started in 2011. So that's when I went. It was 2011. It had just started. And I remember I was scared because it's like, why do I have to be one of the first people to do it? I don't want to. I'll pull up a picture or something at some point. I'll put it on the green screen tomorrow for you guys. I'll show you. Oh my gosh, I gotta get up on this. Like, I need the height. You can't see what I'm pruning. Take you guys up with me. Even my tripod doesn't reach this height. Palmetto says, on my first jump, I was third from the door. When they opened it, the instructor, my eyes get huge, and walked up to me and whispered, this is about to be the coolest thing you've ever done. And well, Palmetto, was it? Was it the coolest thing you've ever done? That sounds freaking sick. It was at the time. But it's something that you still talk about to this day, right? So must have been impactful to some degree. To me, they just kicked me up. Oh, Pro Pyro, are you saying you've been skydiving? I don't know, man. I'm too scared to go skydiving. I can barely go like cliff jumping and stuff at the lake. Like, I don't know. I don't know if it's the heights thing. I don't know what it is. Yeah, you got to go slow around the turns for sure. Bowtie says, I almost did the same thing going about 100 miles per hour on my front wheel, started to judder, eased off the accelerator at the exact right time. I've ditched it hard. Wow. Yes, so glad you survived, honestly. So, Pro Pyro, being an ex-Red Beret, what does that mean? Did you have to jump out of planes? Was that like your job? I don't know. I've heard about the Red Berets, the Green Berets. I just don't know. I don't know the deets. Give us some information. I love learning about you guys. I love this kind of stuff. I get to learn about other people in the community because it really isn't all about me. It's double. You want to, but then you see war you wished you didn't. When you go home, all the friendships. Wow. In the U.S. military, you have to be assigned to an airborne unit to get a Red Beret. Oh, I cannot give a lot. Ooh, a non-disclosure agreement, probably. But I Pro Pyro, and that sounds freaking cool. Very, very cool. I love chatting with people and getting to know more about their lives and where they come from and who they are. Don't you ever have that? Like, I started driving in my late 20s, and before that, I was always taking the bus, walking, taking the subway, the train, whatever. I was always taking transit, and whenever I'd see people, I always wanted to like walk up to them and be like, who are you? What's your story? you know, like, where do you come from? Why are you sitting there? What are you wearing? Like, I don't know. I just want to know about people. I'm so curious. Do I have an evil laugh? Well, yes, I do. But if I showed it to you, I'd have to kill you. Watch that get censored. I try to be so careful on here. I already violated a non-disclosure agreement, but so did everyone else that signed them. And then they are all magically disappeared. Oh God, Palmetto. Something, you better show up to tomorrow's live, otherwise we're all gonna worry. 1300 CD. The boys will understand. I mean, I know about Ninja Kawasaki's. What about something about nothing? Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. I was deployed with Bo Bergdahl, the guy that served his post to join the Taliban. Oh, wow. That would not be a non-disclosure agreement. That would be a tell you, but someone may be ordered to kill you type of thing. My oldest son was Special Forces in Navy. Yeah, you gotta be careful, man. Mysterious disappearances. I'd rather just, as soon as soldiers started going on the news, they got rid of all the NDAs. Yeah, you know, that's the kind of thing that you can't control, but that's crazy. It's like, I feel like it should be transparent what goes on, but I guess not, right? Because it's like global affairs or whatever you want to call it. Crazy. Can I grow you some cherries? Something about nothing. Do you know how cherries grow? They grow on a huge freaking tree. Does this look like I can grow a cherry tree? Maybe I can get a dwarfed cherry shrub, if that exists. If any of you guys know, let me know. It's really transparent when you're in, which is why they probably make you sign the NDA so that when you get out, yeah. Oh, wow. I just noticed my left shoe is missing its whole left side. Wow, well thank God your foot's still there. We had to go pick up all the ballots for the, wow. Craving cherries on LOL. Go to the store and pick up some maraschino cherries. Those are good. I want to talk so bad, but I really can't. You can talk in code, Pro Pyro. Talk like in plants, you know. Even my Beatles shirt has holes. Oh no! You know what's funny is I was literally just watching a video of the Beatles performing in the UK in 1964. And wow, to witness a Beatles concert when they first just became like really popular, that was really cool to watch. And the way people behaved, like I'm a huge concert goer, I love music, I love concerts, and the way people behaved at a concert in the 60s is so different than now. Like now people mosh, but back then it was like everyone's just sitting in their chair and like, I don't know, man, I love the Beatles. I love Beatles. So good. But yeah, that was really fun to watch. I love watching stuff like that on YouTube. Just takes you all back. Not that I was like alive during the Beatles time, but I really enjoy music from all decades, but the one that I'm in. I don't like music today. Music sucks. Oh no! It was the one with the Hard Day's Night album. I am so sorry. That sucks. I'm manifesting a replacement shirt for you. I hope you get your... I hope you recover and you are able to replace your shirt. Got in a fight in a mosh pit at a Korn concert in Edge. LOL. Dollar on pallets is some Breaking Bad shit there. LMAO. Wow. Yes, that's the target. Then trucks randomly showed up where we were told to go. Wow. That's scary shit. Is this your full-time job? It is a full-time in itself. I do other stuff, but I mean, I work in here pretty much like 8 hours a day. Well, not 8 hours a day, but I'm in here all day long working. There's always something to do, whether it's fixing something, cleaning something, pruning something, improving something, modifying something, observing something. Back to work, one more post before lunch break. Awesome, Bowtie. Wishing you the best of luck on your fence, and thanks for hanging out. He didn't know I was there with 5 other paratroopers. Wow. We might have seen each other. Maybe. You never knew. You never know. You know, if you've crossed paths. Point in your lives. You should move to a jungle. You'll be in heaven. Why? When I've got one right here. Plus, I don't know if I'll like the crazy humidity. Look at this freaking hair. You guys, somebody on the live was like, somebody on the live was telling me that I need to fix my hair. And I'm like, it's the freaking humidity. Really is a small world. If you can't see the real villain, you never can. But they're always hiding in plain sight. Everything's in plain sight, you guys. That's how the world works. What's up, Doyle? Good morning or good afternoon. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Happy Monday. We're pruning tomatoes. Crazy isn't the right word. It's very interesting. Yeah, you know what it is? I think unbelievable is a good word to describe it, because it is. It's unbelievable. Like, it's our world. We all live in it. Why are we being withheld information, right? Pro Pyro says critical thinking and listening in a critical matter of thinking will make it visible. Amen, Pro Pyro. That's exactly it. I couldn't have said it better myself. Everybody's directly or indirectly to the main villain. Yes, facts. Fact. Wow. You guys, I'm so tired. I can't even talk. I'm like, facts. Facts. But yes, for sure. You guys are all spitting facts. And that's only the stuff we know about. Like, there's so much stuff in the world that we'll never know about. The world is a very dark and scary place. But that's, a garden makes it all better, you guys. The garden helps me stay sane and happy and positive. Like, I don't think I could ever live a life now without a garden. Ever. Ever. That's why we have gardens. Yeah, but you can't fly like me. LOL. Not gonna lie, I miss whooping ass. It just needs to be justified first. Now that's probably why I don't see much evil anymore. It knows I know. True. Don't bite the apple, right? Yeah. I feel that. That is true. Need to plant a money tree so I never have to leave my garden. Bernie, I hate to break it to you. You know, a money tree doesn't actually produce money, right? You're gonna have to keep working. All right, moving on down the line. See, now I have Beatles song stuck in my head from the video I watched yesterday. Ogo grows money trees. Good for Ogo. That's pretty cool. Everything produces money if you're hardcore about it enough. I mean, we're gonna experiment. I will try growing a money tree and take care of it core, and we'll see. I'm just kidding. I know what you mean. If you work hard at something, you can probably monetize it in some way or another. Look up the prices for seeds, for money tree seeds. Why? How much do the seeds cost? I mean, I think it's a money tree. The money trees are the ones with the braided trunk, right? I need like a second coffee. Are those cuts for clones? I got no space right now, but I was considering taking some, cloning them when I set up the orange tower and filling up the rest of the second bucket system. But I don't know, I have so many tomato plants that I'd rather have a couple, have them produce abundantly, rather than having 10 that look like shit. So, I mean, they don't look like shit, they're just not producing the same way. Yeah, I'll show you guys the difference. Well, I already showed you, but this is one tomato plant. Look how crazy that is. Honestly, I am that crazy lady that just keeps going to back to the same plant to show you guys. Anyways, that is one tomato plant. I don't even think I have that many tomatoes combined, all of the tomato plants. So, yeah, I don't know what I'm doing yet. I could use them as clones. If anybody wants cherry tomato kings, I'm pruning, so I could send you guys some. But yeah, there's a whole lot more where that came from. Lots of stuff to prune, you guys. I'm just freaking tired today. I don't feel like doing anything, you know? Crazy tomato lady is better than crazy cat lady. Okay, I love all animals. I'm more of a dog person than a cat person. I know cats are maybe like, well, I guess it depends on the cat, but some cats are a little lower maintenance, and I don't like that. I like dogs because they need you and they rely on you, and I love that. Yeah, but it's also responsibility, right? Like, I was up all night because of my dog, so it just, you know, it comes with its responsibilities, that's for sure. Dogs have owners, cats have staff. Pretty much, yeah. Duty-free tomato Mondays, LOL. Wish I could help. Gets Tesla insanity, LOL. Pro Pyro, you guys are helping me just by being here for moral support. Thank you so much, Damien. Appreciate you. But what about my plants? Don't look at me, look at my plants. But it's a counterfeit tree, LOL. No, I am from Ontario, Canada. All right, guys. What else? You know those where you're just like running on fumes? That's me today. What else can I do here? I got Got a lot of prune in here. I already turned my lights down. I almost cut my hair. Oh my gosh. You know how many times I've done that where I'm like just swiping the pruners around? I'm like, you gotta be careful. You're gonna chop your hair off. So yeah, I'm just trying to defoliate a little bit. It is quite the mess, you guys. Quite the mess in here. You're not getting the remains of my bike. I was hoping to use it to build another one. I'm just glad you're okay. Move you guys down here. Hang on one sec. I'll be right back. You know, coffee wakes me up, but iced coffee really wakes me up. All right. There's just too much vegetation here. I can't set up my phone without the leaves getting in the way. But yeah, in all honesty, if you guys are interested in clones and if you're located in Canada, I'd be happy. I don't even know how I would send over clones. Has anyone ever tried shipping clones? We need moderators to block these scammers. LOL. I try to be my own moderator. I've had people offer and then I feel bad. I don't want to make people work while they watch my live. I can manage. Oh, Pyro, I can make you a moderator. I mean, you are always here. You know what's up. I'm happy to do that. I just don't want to impose and bother people, so I don't ask anybody to subscribe. I don't ask people to be my moderator. I just ask people to come hang out with me on my lives. Yeah, I haven't defoliated my tomato plants in a while. Don't hand out mod to just anybody, but you're gonna need to find some you trust before getting too big. Well, Pro Pyro and I have a trust established, so, but yes, you're 100% right. You need Pro. Yes, Pro is a pro. Oh my gosh, getting a red beret to be my moderator. Yeah, guys, there's just so much going on here. Like, I don't even know what the F. I'm gonna have to use clips. What a disaster. I'm usually not interested in live stream at all, but this is fun AF. I mean, I'm sure it's a lot more fun than being stuck in the back of an ambulance, so I hope you're okay, and I'm kind of glad that you chose us to hang out with while you're on your way. So thanks for hanging out with us. I appreciate you for saying that. Always try to keep things fun and light and positive. Sometimes things get heavy, and sometimes I say stupid shit, but I feel like you guys know me by now. I mean well. It's all in good fun, you guys. Alright, I'm gonna have to get some clips up in here because this is crazy. Look at this. The peppers aren't even getting any light just because there's too much clutter. Everything just took off in the last couple of days since I've gotten my pH back on track. Everything's doing exceptionally well. Like even here, this section is insane. Funny you say that. I thought the bike was too heavy, but it went airborne really easy. That is crazy. Turning 42 this year. Nice. Happy early birthday. 41 in December. Palmetto, what day's your birthday? I've got a December birthday too. 25 on September 30th. Happy early birthday, Death. We're gonna have a live celebration for you. You're an OG. Y'all are puppies compared to me. And Death Squad, I remember you said that you feel like you're the Bernie, 34 in December. Nice. So we got Capricorns in the house. Oh, Palmetto, I feel like we talked about this. My birthday is December 24th. Wow, so we got a bunch of Capricorns in the house. Woo, I don't know anything about astrology. I really don't effing care about astrology, but it's cool to have things in common. But yeah, so what's up with everybody in December? I guess a lot of people got December B-days. So do you guys get gypped during Christmas? I don't know if that's a term I'm allowed to use, but I'm going to use it anyways. How during Christmas? Do you get one gift for both, or you get two gifts? 21 in May. Nice. See, Death? You're not the youngest any. Death, I was going to say, I always say I'm forever 21. So you're really not the youngest. I'm freaking delusional, but you know. I have a child on the 28th and a child on the 29th too. Wow. Yeah, you're getting busy in the spring. LOL. That's so funny. 68 in February. Right around the corner. Happy birthday. Age is only a number, you guys. Nobody cares how old you are. As long as you're cool, you can have a seat at the table. Yeah. But I was always, I don't know why, I'm always friends or around people that are older than me. I like it better. I have a hard time getting along with people the same age. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just like life experience. But talk about getting gypped over birthday gifts. I know all about that. Yes. So, you know, I remember growing up, you'd get just one gift and that was it. And now I barely even get a phone call for a happy birthday because it's Christmas, the holidays, everyone is in their own world doing their own thing, and nobody cares about TFP's birthday. So that's okay. To be honest, I really don't care too much about birthdays. I think birthdays are overrated, and I feel like I've started aging less when I stopped celebrating. She does, it's real. Forever 21, LOL. Then one day it's gonna hit me like a ton of bricks where I'm like 80. I'm like, oh, not forever 21 anymore. I was at my brother's I was mother's 4th birthday present. Oh my God, not only are we 4 days after Christmas, but we share the same birthday. No, that's brutal. See, at least I'm an only child. I don't gotta share. I don't have to, you know, share the spotlight with anyone. But I always think I'm 10 years younger, and look, maybe that's the magic pill. Absolutely. You're as old as you feel or as young as you feel. I don't make a big deal for kids' birthdays either. Basically, they get to pick dinner and gift. Nice. A buddy of mine has a birthday on Christmas, and I always make sure not to forget because I'm sure lots of people do. Aw, that's nice. I was born on my brother's 4th birthday, so, oh my God. Oh yeah, I already read that. I really love that approach. It counts instead of the propaganda. Yes. Yeah, I mean, propaganda, they want you to do everything for the birthday. My first job was at Hallmark Cards, and well, before that I was a camp counselor, but at Hallmark Cards, I think they have Hallmark cards in the States, right? Yeah, they have the Hallmark channel, so of course they do. But yeah, it's crazy to see how these people, corporate America or whatever you want to call it, capitalizes on these holidays that are like, it's so far removed from what the holiday originally was. I'm like, what is this place? Like, this is ridiculous. Like, everything is just pushed so extra. And it's like, honestly, working there made life go by too fast, because it's like, in August, you're getting Christmas cards in Christmas, you're getting Mother's Day cards in. It's like always 4 months ahead. And the worst part of working at Hallmark was the Barry Manilow CD that would just play on repeat all day long. And I like me a little bit of Barry Manilow, but not that much. I still have PTSD from that. So, yeah, good old days at Hallmark. Hallmark is the worst, LOL. Yeah, it really is. Especially the way people go nuts for their stupid Christmas ornaments. Like, no wonder you don't want to celebrate, LOL. Man, you know what people used to do at Hallmark? I told you guys a story about how I vandalized little kids' drawings when I was in elementary school. People would walk into the store and draw profanities all over the blank cards and then put them back. And then you'd get a customer go shopping for their kids like to your second birthday, and they'd pick out the card and there's a drawing of a huge bleep in there. And it's like, what? So yeah, Hulk is the freaking worst, and I'm sure the people that drew in the cards agree. How about the Tooth Fairy? Don't tell me that was fake. Well, funny story about that. When I was a kid, my dad, okay, so I forget what happened, but I think he left me like a $5 bill under my pillow for like my first tooth, and he signed it, the Tooth Fairy. And I think I approached him about it because I was like, this looks like your writing or something. And he ended up telling me this story that he is the Tooth Fairy. So for the longest time, I thought my father was the Tooth Fairy. Are you sure it wasn't you, Nat? You got me, Reef. You got me. Ray got some bad news, LOL. What about Santa, you guys? Christmas used to be pretty much Mardi Gras in Britain before they crossed the pond. Yeah, honestly, all these holidays are insane. Insane. You know, I'm somebody, I don't really celebrate stuff. Not because I don't have a belief in it. It's just like, I don't know. It's just too commercialized. Everything is just too commercialized. Not interested. Ease up on the Christmas decorators. We have anywhere between 5 and 8 trees every Christmas. Hey, I can get with, I'm cool with some good decorations and all. Nothing wrong with that. Each their own. To each their own. But yeah, like I used to decorate for things too, but every day should be a celebration. It's another day I have my family. Well said, Bernie. I love that. It really is, you know, every day you wake up, it's just like a mini celebration, you know? But honestly, every day is a celebration in the garden. Every day I got something wicked happening. Never a dull moment. And that's the thing, is like when you're somebody like me that celebrates every freaking day, yet a lot of people get sick of you because there's a lot of miserable people out there, and a lot of people don't want to celebrate every day. So I just found it annoying then, you know? I'm always too happy. People, not God. Very true. I'm going to sneak a Christmas tree into your tent. Only if it's aeroponic, Reander. If it's not an aeroponic evergreen, I don't freaking want it. And you know what? Actually, you know what's so funny? We're gonna decorate it with these, because I was looking at these yesterday and I'm like, dude, these totally look like, oh, we got a leak. These totally look like Christmas lights, don't they? So we're gonna decorate the trees with some Chinese 5-color peppers if we can't find a good hot sauce recipe. LOL. TFP, Christmas tree grow when? Well, if we're talking Christmas, I gotta start it now. So I'm gonna go propagate a pine needle or something. Love the life you live and live the life you love, and no one can ruin your vibes. Well said. I appreciate that you said that because it's so true. I can't say that yet. I have faith in that. Just read the book. True. I'm picking beans right now, and I've picked 25 pounds, and it's only half the line. Wow. That's a lot of beans. Pruning is one of those things where I could just keep going, you guys. I'm also not functioning very well today, so I'm just like, snip, 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 whatever. So soon, we're gonna be packing up the outdoor garden. I gotta dump all the dahlia tubers. I have to dig them up, clean them off, store them in a cool, dry place, and potentially separate them for summer. I have one beside the 7 years of Jewish. They're huge plants, like 10 feet tall, big kahuna, and rattlesnake pole beans. Those sound cool. I'll have to look those up. I'm looking to start some beans in the grow tent. I just don't know how invasively they grow, so I got no clue if I should start or if it's a good fit. There's a lot I want to start growing in here. It's a lot of work, you guys. It's a lot of work. I'm trying to be transparent about how much it is because I don't want to be one of those people who's like, look at my garden. But meanwhile, you know. Go back to the side here. I don't know why I left. See what I mean when I say I'm all over the place? Whoa. Just clean up a little more in here. If I had a garden like yours, I'd well be one of them annoying garden people. LOL. What are you calling me an annoying garden person? I'm just kidding. Yes, I know I could be annoying. I'm annoying to everyone in my life that isn't into plants. That's why I become, like, I'm a very chatty person. I enjoy talking, if you guys couldn't tell. But now in my everyday life, I've become very quiet because unless we're talking about plants, like not with you guys, but I mean just in general, I want to know about it. You have to be the annoying garden person to get that kind of garden. Thanks for saying that, Palmetto. You also have to be psycho like me and just spend all your time in here. How's your fan situation? So I've got my fans that I relocated. So I don't know if you guys have been following along, but we relocated some of the oscillating fans. I have other ones I've got to set up. This one's for the tomatoes out this way. That one's coming down that way. I've got to add several more around these grow towers. I got myself a dehumidifier. So now our VPD is on track. Got another mini dehumidifier there. Got the exhaust going. Got the HEPA air purifier going. Trying to get the air quality better in here. And we got another fan blowing right on the strawberry plant. So humidity usually is around 50%, and the temps, they fluctuate. It really depends if I turn on tower lights or turn them off, but usually around 75, and try to keep my VPD around 1.4, 1.5, since everything's flowering now, except for the eggplant. But I don't know, the only challenge I have right now is this dehumidifier is a huge unit. It's for 3,000 square feet, but it's up like every 5 hours, and so it creates a lot of heat in the grow tent. And my concern is not now, but during the winter, because the grow tent's in the basement, when the furnace is going, it's going to make this space hot. On top of, I'm gonna need the dehumidifier. It got the furnace on, because the furnace re-adds humidity as well. And so, yeah, I don't know if it's 75 in here right now in the summer with the air conditioning on in the lung room, what's it going to be like in the winter? So I don't know, we'll see. Your good way, monetize it, get a YouTube channel. That's what I've been trying to do for years, or for 4 years. I'm so close to full monetization. Yes, everybody go head over to Bowtie Life's page and give them some watch hours. Come on. I'm still halfway there. Yeah, to get to the full monetization is tough. You need 4,000 watch hours. So almost there, guys. Thanks to you guys. Matt says, believe it or not, besides my jacket and shirt taking damage, I don't have a single scratch. Wow, you are blessed. I'm very happy for you that you are okay. My YouTube channel is 10 years old. It was monetized before they changed the rules. I stopped making content for a long time. Now it's much harder to get monetized. It is a grind, you guys. I work hard every single day. You know, this weekend, I don't know, I think I was just kind of tired from all the tower stuff. I hurt my pretty bad, which I'm still recovering from. But yeah, so I haven't been as consistent in the last several days. But what is my favorite food? Oh man, that's a tough one, because there's different categories, you know? My favorite food, I mean, I love a good cheeseburger. I love pizza. Nothing like a good eggs Benny for breakfast. But I don't know if I like it so much with the pea meal bacon. I like it with like crispy bacon. I freaking love bacon. But yeah, I think a burger for me, or maybe a nice steak. I don't know. Honestly, I love food. I like to pig out, and so I'll eat anything. But yeah, I gotta try to find for you guys a screenshot of where I'm at with the pulse. I can probably take a screenshot right now, but it won't be accurate. I'll do it tomorrow. You guys come check me tomorrow if you want to know about the environment. Do I like trees? What kind of trees? Yes, burgers are #1. I like all kinds, but it's gotta be a cheeseburger with some bacon in there. I have another channel that was monetized before the rules as well. It has over 1,000 subscribers, but nowhere near enough watch hours. Wow. See, I've had this YouTube account, I think since like 2016 maybe, or I don't even remember when I started, a while ago. And then I just made it into The Fresh Princess, but I never posted on it. I never, yeah. But it's a grind. It's a grind. We have only made one meal in which we harvested every single ingredient except that was zucchini noodle spaghetti with ground venison. Venison is a tough one for me. It's not bad. It's just really gamey. Have you guys ever had a buffalo burger? Like not buffalo chicken, but I mean buffalo. Wow. Okay, so my eyes, I'm all over the place. So my eyes are like, all I see is chicken poop and then urine. I'm like, what are you guys talking about? Eggs Benedict is the bomb. Yeah, it is. You know, I haven't had Eggs Benny in years. That used to be my go-to when I go for like a hangover breakfast at a nice greasy spoon. But last week when I helped my cousin move, he took me out for lunch, and first time in like, I don't know, 5-6 years, I had Eggs Benedict, and I was like, damn, that is freaking good. I love a good poached egg. Black bear, moose, and caribou meats are the best. Yeah, I've tried blood sausage, which I think is horse meat. Couldn't do it. I've tried, what else have I tried? I've tried rabbit. Couldn't do it. Yeah, it tastes like chicken. It wasn't the flavor. It's the bone. So small, and then all I think about is a little bunny. But I'm not a vegetarian. Like, I eat meat. It's just, I don't know. You know, and then 35 cruises. Oh my gosh, cruises freak me out. Being stuck on a boat in the ocean, no thanks. Can't eat. The Bible says it has to be. So maybe it's not then. Maybe it's like, I don't know. It's called blood sausage. So maybe it's horse's blood. I don't know. Something to do with horse, I think. It was from a Dutch store. I'm picky when it comes to meat. Yeah, I just red meat all the way, man. Steak and burgers, that's me. Once in a while, little chicken. Lobster and wine. Freaking love lobster. It's got to be white wine if you're having lobster. But I actually, it's been a couple years now that I don't really drink alcohol. I used to drink all the time, like just recreationally. You know, with dinner, I'd have a couple glasses of wine or whatever, but I don't know, I just can't handle it the same. Even a glass of wine can sometimes give me a hangover, which is crazy. Lamb is good, Death. Lamb is good. Okay, Les, you're from the East Coast and you don't like lobster? Do you like other seafood? I'm drinking a beer with my lunch right now. Well, Palmetto, you've served, so you're allowed to drink whatever you want. No, for me, you know, I just, I don't know, my body just can't handle it. And maybe it's just because I drank myself stupid when I was younger. I was the hangover queen. Never touched alcohol in my life and never will. Good for you. Yeah, I used to love to drink, especially when I moved out to my first apartment. Man, that was like my ritual. Just down a whole bottle of wine and nobody could tell me nothing. But now I'm like, oh my God, I can't have a glass without, you know. All right, guys, so I'm just clearing up some clutter here. Almost wiped out. But yeah, I have to figure out a way. First of all, I think I need to get a chiller for my water, as Hasholio recommended. I still have water bottles in the freezer that I keep adding in to lower my water temperature. But I'm gonna have to assess what happens in the winter, because if we're planning out all this lettuce, it's all gonna bolt. We are going to have a big problem. So I don't know what to do. Do I get a small air conditioning unit in here? Or, yeah, I don't know. No idea. We'll see. So yeah, I tried to clear up as much as I could. So now there's better airflow. Actually, probably should get this cleaned up too. So it's looking better, but still needs some work. So I'll probably work through that little by little throughout the day, but just need some more coffee, you guys. Partly because of my job, I can't be caught drinking. Same drink. Oh, see, I used to drink a lot of whiskey, LOL. See, like, I like the way it makes me feel. I just, you know, after the fact, I get a quick hangover. I don't know why. That's why for me, I've always been just more somebody that prefers cannabis over alcohol. Do I look like I give up? LOL, Les. Might be 5 o'clock somewhere, but I don't give a... Lunch beer is perfectly fine. Especially in Europe, like, people drink any time of day. It really doesn't matter. Champagne for breakfast. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna just call it a day, yes. You know, these lives just remind me of what a freaking complainer I am. Yes, sativa for sure. Indica, I can be quite the burnout. I have a hard time with indica. I haven't drank liquor in 7 years. Wow. I don't know why I am that way. I always preferred cannabis over alcohol. The few times I did drink, I just felt so terrible. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't drink anymore. I also don't drink any less. LOL. It's been fun. Thanks for the chat, Princess. You are so welcome. That's what this is about. Honestly, some days we just shoot the shit. There's not much to talk about. But tomorrow, what are we going to do tomorrow? Tomorrow we're going to continue to clean things up in the garden. We're going to, you know, check on the roots, check on the environment and where we're at. I will kind of fill you guys in. Just trying to see here if I have a picture on the green screen to show you guys of where I left off, but maybe not. Hang on, hang on. Okay, so this was a couple of days ago. So 77 is like way too hot. I need to figure something out about that. I mean, it's not too bad, but for lettuce, it's way too hot. The humidity's fine. Again, I don't know about the dew point and the light. That was because I had a couple tower lights off, so I don't know why it was reading better than it usually does. But yeah, this is where I'm at now, and I don't really know what it all means, you guys. All I know is my plants are doing better since I've been monitoring the environment. I'm really still struggling. I don't know how I'm going to satisfy all these plants, and I know I've been stubborn and, you know, like just whatever, it's fine the way it is, but it's a challenge growing so many different things in one space. You know, I'm starting to learn maybe I should just pick a couple things and get really good at them, and if I, you know, but then I'm stubborn and I'm like, you know what, I want to grow everything all at once, and I'm gonna figure out a way to make it. So I don't know, guys, come hang out with me and be a part of the journey while I figure this out, because it's like taking a shot in the dark. I really don't know what I'm doing. I might grow a quadrodasty pepper plant this winter. Les sent me the best tomato and pepper list this morning. I'm extremely grateful. I can't wait to go through that list and pick some goodies. So thank you much, Les. Shout out to you. Water temperature is the most important thing in this situation, or in this type of system. I agree that it's an important factor for sure. I just don't know if it's the most important thing. I think everything collectively is important because it all kind of, one thing affects the other, and you know, yeah, so I don't know if there's one single most important thing. I can't pinpoint one single thing. There's got to be a million things, but I might be eating my words when I adjust my water temperature and my garden takes a whole new life. So I don't know, maybe you're right, Sholio, and I'm just being my stubborn self. So, which I'm very stubborn, you guys. So the fact that I'm open-minded and taking your guys' suggestions is a lot for me. The lists aren't done yet, LOL. Well, I look forward to it, Les. All right, guys, thanks for hanging with me. You guys brightened my day. I was having a rough morning, just, tired, up all night, but you guys brighten my spirits, as you always do. How often do you stream? I might very likely come back. Well, Matt, for those of you that just joined, Matt's on the way to the hospital from a motorcycle accident and tuned into the live by fluke. And so, welcome. I go live every day at 12 p.m. Eastern time, so I'm honored that you chose us. Water temperature is most important. Hasholio, I'm going to take your word for it. I'm going to Google it. Every suggestion you've had so far is a fantastic one, and I appreciate you, and I'm going to fact check because that's what I always do, but I appreciate you, and I believe you, but I'm still going to fact check you, but I believe you, and I appreciate it. Thanks for the great vibes. You're so welcome. Thanks for hanging out with me. Yes, until live stream, come hang out with me tomorrow, 12 p.m. Eastern time. You guys are awesome. We'll see you tomorrow. Come hang. And toward the end of the week, we're going to be making hot sauce. I'm going to find a good recipe. And maybe tomorrow we'll do a big Chinese 5-color pepper harvest. That's going to be tomorrow's live. You want to see me harvest some hot peppers? Taste test? Come hang. Bye, everybody. Don't forget to smash the like button on your way out. Have a wonderful day. By the way, I almost forgot. Water temperature affects pH. pH affects nutrient uptake. Your water temperature is your limit factor. All right, Hasholio, you proved yourself. Thank you for schooling me on water temperature. But yes, I will have to get that on track. Anybody willing to hook me up with a water chiller? Hit me up. All right, everybody. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you tomorrow.